Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. Alright. Let's... Oh wait, gotta move my mic a bit closer. Oh, hold on. Doorbell, I'll be right back. Okay, hold on, we're almost ready. Just gotta finish these audio settings. Okay, but it's starting soon. Okay, so, before we start today's stream, I should probably let you guys know, this very well might be the worst decision I have ever made in my life. But, it's stream 69, so why not? Why not? Let's get into this. Yo! What is up, guys? And welcome to part 69 of our FGO live stream series here. Let me see if I can get this chat going real quick. Let's see. How's everybody doing today, man? I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday morning, evening, afternoon. Let's see. Get that going, and then YouTube chat. That's a contender for worst decision. See, I thought so as well, especially because I've never worn this before, so it looks awful. But I think you guys could guess who it is. Oh god. This is terrible. This was such a terrible decision. Koyan Crow? Not exactly. Fem Crow? See? This is why I specifically chose this one. Because I knew you guys would say Fem Crow, but we all know Astolfo is a guy. So, come on. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Now, as you can see from the title, how do you guys deal with this, man? Any of you guys that have long hair, how do you deal with this, bro? It keeps covering my eyes. I can't see anything. Astolfo, yep. Asthma Tolfo. Mash Crow. This isn't worse than whatever you did to lose to the baby in FGO. You know what? You got a good point. So, as you can see from the title, we have the ultimate FGO waifu tier list today planned for this part 60 stream. Okay. And I made a few modifications. I think this is going to be a very fun tier list. It's going to be an NA tier list, so it's going to exclude all of the JP stuff just because a lot of it is characters I've never seen before. So let me pull up the tier list for you guys so you can get an idea of what we're getting into. Okay, is there... Oh, I wish there was a way I could zoom in more. I guess we'll just have to do with this. So, this is the tier list that I made. We have S, A, B, C, D, and FBI tier. And I saw earlier someone mentioned husbandos. Right now, these are all the waifus we're going to be going through. All of these and the close enoughs. We'll be doing both of those today. And then some other day we will do a separate tier list with all of the guys here. And then I skipped all the JP stuff down there. But I tried my best to put them all in order while also keeping them kind of organized based on, you know, if it's the same character. Like, for example, we have Arttoria here. So I put all of the Arttorias together, the Alters, the Lancers, the Castorias. Even though Castoria would be way further down, I put them all together just to keep it simple. And then I did the same for all of the Elizabeths, etc, etc. So, also, let's see, Cornelius, thank you so much for becoming a member. Also, I missed it earlier, Matthias, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Congratulations to the 5 people that got a membership. And then, let me get this chat going. Dude, this is hard. I don't know how people do this. This wig is hard. I feel like I'm losing my vision slowly but surely every second. Okay, paste. Okay, there we go. Boom, we got the chat up there. Now, we're ready to go. So, let's see what the chat's saying before I get into the rules for this tier list here. Roel, what's up? Your hair femboy. Oh, here we go. I can already see more memes coming from this. I can already see them hitting the Discord. Let's see. I wonder if next stream will be a marriage stream. Oh my god. This would be a good profile picture. Oh no. I can't imagine. Are we covering only the servants you've met thus far, or are we talking every waifu? We're talking about all of the waifus that are in NA right now. So, even the ones that I don't have, like her, for example, because we've pretty much used everybody before, right? So, I decided we'll keep all of them. It goes all the way up to Wangina. Let's see. Surely Astolfo's in here. Yep, in the close enough. Astolfo is in the close enough section. Shuten better be A tier. We'll see, we'll see. No one deserves boring tier. See, that's why this is gonna get controversial. This is gonna get very controversial because there's not many, right? Every character kind of has their own charm, but after going through this, there's a handful that I saw it and I was like, nah, this one, boring. If anyone has this as their favorite waifu, they are boring. Simple as that. Simple as that. But we'll get there when we get there. Let's see. Longer hair is kind of ass, especially when it's thick. Oh, I bet. I bet. I'm definitely keeping my short hair. Definitely. Part 96 is the husbando tier list. Exactly. What is this? What's up, Jeff? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Who's this beautiful streamer that I barely recognize? Oh man, where's Cloudy? When I had long hair, I kept the bangs out of my face tied back that easy. Let me try that actually. I don't think I have anything to tie it with. And I don't want to show my actual hair. But this doesn't even look like Astolfo. I feel like you need the kind of, this middle thing right here to really get the full effect. Let me see. Yeah, I need a middle thing, whatever it's called. Dang. This, it's close. It's close. It's really, you know, you got the ribbons here. And in the back, there's one in the back. Let me move it down a bit so it'll be easier to see. I feel like, dude, half of the stream is gonna be me spitting hair out of my mouth. I've never worn a wig before. This is my first time. I even have the little, like, the cap, the hair cap thing under it. And I feel like a lunch lady. You leave Charlotte out of this, you monster. Mash should be on the top. This is gonna be really objective and factual. The man has not played any of these waifus events. See, that's perfect segue. Well, actually, hold on, before we get into that, I have to get some chapstick. Forgot to do this earlier. Okay. So, some ground rules before we get into this. First rule. This tier... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn this music off. And then we're gonna have this as our background music here. Or maybe, I don't know, what's the event music like? Maybe we could use that. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't really fit the vibe. What about one of these singularities? Okeanos? This one's actually not bad. I like this. Put it behind your headphones if it gets too annoying. Let's try that. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I see streamers do it all the time. Oh, this looks awful. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Okay. Whatever. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll have to thug it out. Oh no, I feel like I just ruined everything. Okay. Where's the middle thing? We need a middle thing. What is it called? This middle part. How do I just pull it to the sides? Do I pull it up? I don't know what I'm doing here. What's the tech to having long hair? Take a pic of yourself and put it on the boring tier. Oh my god, here we go. Sick burn, dude. Okeanos is good because it has Francis Drake. True. Best part of it. You can go to a room and pick a background music to listen to, by the way. Just joined. What the hell is that? It's a tier list. That's what it is. I don't know, middle bang or something. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we will be diving into this tier list. So the ground rules. Let's get into the ground rules. First one, this tier list is going to be 1000% biased, alright? 1,000,000% biased. So I don't want anybody in the chat saying this is biased, because I'm already telling you right now. 1,000,000% biased. A lot of these characters, I have no idea about their story, their lore, what they've done in history, none of that. A lot of these characters are just going to be judged based off of looks, and then for the characters that I can speak more on, I will. But this is going to be a completely subjective waifu tier list here. Second, we have some characters that are obviously going to go into the FBI tier. But then, there are also some characters that I'd say are a little bit questionable. You know, you could kind of make an argument as to whether or not they belong in FBI tier. So for those characters, I will be leaving it up to you guys to vote in the YouTube chat for if they should go down there or if we should rate them. Because I'm not going to lie, this section's probably going to be pretty stacked. And then next, the next rule we have, only unique characters and forms will be rated. Alternate skins, like Santa versions of characters or summer versions of characters, will not be rated, but they will count towards the character. So Arttoria is a perfect example of this. Here we have Arttoria Lily, and then we have Arttoria. These two will be ranked separately, because they are separate forms of Arttoria. Same with Arttoria Alter. But if we look at this Summer Arttoria skin, this, I'd say, is like an alternate skin of Arttoria, so this one will not be ranked. But we will take this one into account when ranking regular Arttoria, so she can help give Arttoria some bonus points as to whether she goes up a tier or down a tier. And it'll be the same for everybody in this list. We can pick another random example, which would be right here. We have Jalter, or we have Joan of Arc. So Joan of Arc and Jalter will be the only two out of all of these that'll be getting ranked, but this Joan of Arc can be influenced by this Summer Joan of Arc, and this Jalter can be influenced by Summer Jalter and the Santa Jalter, if that makes any sense. You guys get it? Drink every time he says Arttoria, then I'll just start saying Altria. You want that instead? You really want to play this game, Mirai? Because I can say Altria. Yep, makes sense. Okay, perfect. Screw the waifu tier list, we need husbando tier list. Already in the works. So again, if you're just now joining the stream, this is going to be a tier list for all of the waifus in the game, but also for all of the close enough characters. Now, the close enough characters are characters that are technically unknown gender, but they have feminine appearances. That's literally, I think that's literally one of their tags or attributes, whatever it's called, is feminine appearance. So these are all characters that don't have a specific gender but have feminine appearance. And then we have the husbandos down here. I think it'd be better to have separate tier lists, so like one for all the girls, one for all the guys, just because there's a lot of characters here, and I feel like these tiers will get way too cluttered if we try to put everyone in the same one tier list. So we will be doing another husbando tier list another time. Let's see, Mordred is SSS tier or I Riot, we'll see, we'll see. And then the last tier will be right here. I have a list. I made sure to look up all of the characters that have story locked ascensions. Now I'll let you guys decide whether it matters or not, because when it comes to Tez, for example, well, we're not doing Tez today, but if we were, one of you guys might be like, dude, his last ascension will change his mind. That'll make him S tier. So if you want, we can do that. I have seen a good number of these, but some of these I haven't. Like, I've seen Tez's, I've seen Durga's, I've obviously seen Draco's, because I played the event. But if there's any of these other characters that you guys are like, it's not that big of a deal, then we can do that. But if it is a big deal, or if you do want me to avoid spoilers, then I have their names here. So when we get to them, I'll make sure not to go through their ascensions. Now, the way we're going to do this is for each character, like for example, MASH. I have this list here, so we can look at the character, and we're just going to go through each of their stages, look at their final ascension art, and then rank them based on that. For characters that I know, it's going to be a little bit of a mix of ranking them based on looks and based on how I personally feel towards them. And then for characters that I don't know, it's mostly going to be based on looks. So for example, what's her name? Krimhild? Or Krimhild? I don't know much about her, but she looks awesome. So, you know, I'd have to rank her solely based on looks there. But that's pretty much what we're going to do going through this tier list. Again, here we have the tiers. Basically, these words up here are going to be my response. If someone were to say, so-and-so is best girl. If someone said, MASH is best girl. If she was A tier, I'd be like, yeah, she's best girl material. Or S tier, I'd say she's best girl material. If she's A tier, I'd be like, okay, we got a man of culture over here. B tier, valid. That's a solid choice, alright? I respect it. C tier, not really feeling it. That's all you, buddy. You know? I'm not really on the same boat as you, but I feel you. I see where you're coming from. And then D tier is boring. We might not have a whole lot of borings. We might have a lot of borings. We'll see, we'll see. So, any questions before we dive into this? Any questions before we begin? Crim is Goth Mordred. Well, hey, someone's getting a high rating, if that's the case. 50% of these are going to be ranked based on looks. Exactly. So be ready to fight for your waifu, guys. Oh, man. Alright, we ready? We ready? Let's do this. So, first character of our tier list is going to be Mash. Now, where do I put Mash? Now, me personally, let's hold on. Let's go into the ascensions real quick. So, when it comes to the different stages, not too much changes. I like the concept behind Mash, how it's kind of like typical, kind of like she seems like a very average girl, but then she has this giant massive shield and she can beat the hell out of people with that shield. She's got hands, I respect it, but looks wise, I'm not too crazy for Mash. She has her moments, but me personally, I'm not super crazy for her. So, I think if someone were to say that Mash is their #1 best girl, I think I would say valid, respectable. I think as a person, personality-wise, man of culture. But if I'm going based off of looks, valid. But I guess, you know, we're not, since I know about her, we don't have to rank her just based on looks. I'd say man of culture. No, it's hard. Because for me, Mash doesn't, like, scream waifu. But she's awesome in the story. And she's a great person. I think I'm sticking with my gut. I'm going B, valid. Alright? B, valid. Let's see. Tier list is off to a flying start. Fair enough. Good. Wallahi. No personality. When did I say no personality? When did I ever say that? When did I ever say she has no personality? Puh. There's no way people hate Mash this much. I don't hate Mash. She's great. B is respectable. The only reason I didn't put respectable here is because the word's too long and it gets like cut off. And it's like half up here, half down here. But this is like valid, respectable. Okay, next. Oh, talking about chat? Okay. Not you? Okay, got you. It's fair, Cloudy, you haven't seen her when she gets a whiff of alcohol. Maybe you're right. Next, Arttoria Lily. We know where she's going. I don't think there's any question that needs to be had there. She's going to be our first member of the FBI tier. Next, when it comes to regular Arttoria, let's look at the evidence here. So, let me close this, actually. Okay, so regular Arttoria. Some would say the staple of the Fate series. So here are different ascensions. Not bad. I like the crown. The crown and the cloak, that's a nice touch. And then stage 4. So, pretty simple sort of progression here. Final art. Pretty simple final art. I feel like a lot of the Fate Stay Night characters have a simple sort of final art. Now, Arttoria. I'm not gonna lie. This might be a hot take. This might be a hot take. I feel very similarly towards Arttoria as I do with MASH. Now, I would put Arttoria in Man of Culture, but I think she's kind of in... What's the word? Is overrated the right word? I feel like she's kind of overrated. Like, it's honestly a boring pick. If you say that Arttoria is your favorite character, or if you think she's like best girl in the entire series, it's kind of a boring pick, you know? It's kind of a cop-out, if you ask me. So I'd put her in valid, probably above MASH, but these two are very close in my head right now. Neither of them really scream waifu to me, appearance-wise, but personality, both of them are awesome. Both of them are strong. Yeah, a lot of parallels, a lot of similarities. Let's see what chat's saying. She's overrated. Blows you up with my mind. She's elegant. In FGO, she's just a mascot. Nah. She's so vanilla. I agree. That's a great example. I think she's vanilla. Honestly, even more vanilla than MASH, if we're being completely honest. But this might just be because she's a victim of Saberface. Like, she didn't ask for the entire series or half of the freaking cast to have the same face as her, but she does feel kind of vanilla. You know what else she is? You know what else is boring? Rin Worshipper. Ooh, we'll get there when we get there. Oh, but hold on. We do have some additional evidence that has come to the stand. We have Summer Arttoria. Let's see. Now, I said regular Arttoria doesn't scream waifu to me. Let's see if Summer Arttoria does. Okay. Cute. I think we all can agree. Stage 1, solid. Stage 2 is kind of fire. I like the hoodie. I like the shoes. Stage 2 is definitely... I like it more than the first one. And the ponytail too? Hold on. They might be cooking here. Stage 3... I'm not gonna lie, you kind of lost me. You kind of lost me now. Stage 3 I think is a bit too much. I think it's a bit too much. Why are you wearing a crown and a cloak on the beach? This is unrealistic. A bit too much. Alright, you've sold me. I think you've sold me. This single-handedly bumped her up a tier. It's as simple as that. I'm a simple man, right? Neurons activate, you go up a tier. Simple. Now, we move on to our next character. I feel like, maybe I should have another tier under this. I don't think it No, it would matter. Okay. I'm gonna put another tier under this, and I'm gonna call it just like extras. And then we'll make it gray, I guess. I'll put this here, just so that I know down here who the next character is, and I won't just have a million, like, Summer and Santa skins. Let's go, we take that. With that logic, Salter is S. We'll see. So, speaking of Salter, here she is. Where would she go? Now, me personally, already, I like Salter more than regular Saber, but let's see how she is with her ascension. So this is stage 1, standard. This is the one I remember from Heaven's Feel. Pretty sure it was Heaven's Feel, right? Next, this is her without the eye mask. Looks even better. Stage 3. Okay, I like how she kind of ditches the armor and goes for a dress. I think it's kind of badass to see like Knight or just anyone be able to whoop some ass in a dress. I think that's fire. So this looks cool. Definitely getting like Morgan vibes. And this is some pretty fire final ascension art. I really like this actually. So Although, I think that regular Arttoria is a vanilla, kind of safe choice, I think, by default, I'd already put her Man of Culture. By default, I'd already put her in the Man of Culture tier. If somebody were to come up to me and say, I think Salter's best girl, I think that's actually a, you know, decently unique take. I think that's an interesting choice. Let me close these. And then go to... So the first additional evidence we have is Summer. Altria Rider. And then we have Santa next. So, Summer 1, sick. A sword and a gun on the beach. Come on, you can't... I can... Like, just looking at this weapon combo, you can already imagine some, like, badass fighting style from this. Check costume. Costume, you say? This one? Alright. Hold on. Hold on. This is kind of giving me, like, Mordred vibes. With the shorts. Okay. Okay. I mean, bro, she's close. She's like high A tier right now for me. She's like high A tier right now for me. But let's see. I already like the first ascension, fire. Second ascension, you know what? For me, I've never been like a huge fan of maids. Like to me, I think they're fine. I think they're okay, but I know there's some guys that go crazy over this stuff. For me, I just think it's cool. Nothing crazy. I think the hoodie's a nice touch. Whoa. Now this is interesting. Now we're still bringing a coat onto the beach. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what's up with Saber. Maybe she's just always cold. She's cold-hearted. So she's always got to have a cloak or a coat or something on the beach. But I feel like this one isn't as over the top as regular Saber. It's just a little tiara up here, you know? Got a nice dress. And a sniper rifle. Wait, is the gun slowly upgrading? We have a pistol here. We have a, like, pistol with a scope. And then we have a freaking sniper rifle and a sword. This is badass. And then, yo. Yo. This is fire. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's gonna be enough to bump her up to S tier. I think she's solidly gonna stay top of A tier. But let's see what the Santa one has for us. So here, standard Santa outfit, nothing crazy. And then I think since this is welfare, there's not gonna be a bunch of different ascensions. And then aura farming, gotta respect it. Neuron activation, exactly. The gun transformed sword named Sakase. Fair, yeah. I think she's top of A tier for me. Top of A tier for me. Arttoria, think of her as like she just barely made it into A tier because of this skin right here. So, we move on. Next, we have the Lancer Arttoria. Now this one's gonna be interesting because I think the Ascensions, well, I guess we'll see. We'll look at the Ascensions. So, if we're just talking about the armor alone, I think it's pretty badass. Dang, if someone were to come up to me and say this is their favorite character, it's like low B. Starting off at low B. But let's look at the Ascensions. Okay, without the helmet. Still kind of low B. I mean, again, Saber, pretty vanilla. This is kind of the same, just on a horse. Now, one thing I will say, this outfit clears all of regular Saber's outfits. Just clears all of them. Excluding the summer ones, obviously. But this royal attire is better than all of regular Arttoria's royal attire. For 2 obvious reasons. But also, because the crown looks really nice. I think her face just straight up looks cooler than regular Saber. And then here we have stage 4. This is great. This is great. I love it. So after looking at all the different ascensions for Arttoria, I think that is enough for me to bump her up high B. High B. I'd say high B. But now, I've seen a little bit of this one. And I could easily see this one bumping her up. So let's see. Already off rip. Dope. Amazing. Again, when it comes to bunny girls, I feel the same way with bunny girls and maids. It's okay, right? It's cool. It's a nice touch, but nothing crazy for me. Now this is fire. This is fire. I actually really like this. I wasn't expecting this, actually. But I really like it. Just the full all white on the beach with the umbrella. The giant hat. The little wispy wisps. I think this looks great. This one is actually really cool. But the bunny ears feel a little out of place. It fits here, but here, I don't know, it's a little out of place. But I mess with it. I mess with it. I think it's solid. Okay. Yep, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, out of all of these, I think this is the best one. This one looks amazing. And somebody earlier mentioned that Saber's elegant. This just like screams elegance to me. So I think if we're taking this into account, that like, man, it's tough. It's tough. I can't be too lenient. I think I'll keep her valid. I'll keep her in valid. Because I really do like that outfit. But I don't know. To me, she lacks all of the cool story stuff that she has. I mean, her lore is really cool. And how she came to be is really cool. But when it comes to, you know, being a likable character and, you know, becoming attached to the different characters, I'm definitely more attached to regular Arttoria than her. So she's kind of lacking in the, like, story, character development, journey sort of aspect, if that makes any sense. So, that's where I'll put her. And then we have this here. I think that's, Lancer Arttoria Alter? Let me close these. So let's see what she has here. I feel like we're just going to see the same thing. Okay, never mind. Already, this is cooler. This is already cooler. Oh my god. I feel like I've never really taken a good look at this, but already, man. If we're talking about base armor, this one's way cooler. But let's look at the rest of the character. Stage 2. Cool. I like these horns. Kind of gives me like dragon sort of vibes. Okay, nice, nice. Wow, that is quite the transformation. Interesting. Well, I'll have to jot that down in my notes. Take this into consideration. All right, now this final art is way better. Way better. Just because not only do you have the things thangin', but you also have this cool, like, energy spiral blast spear effect about to happen here. Looks sick. I love it. I mean, shoot, I feel like I can't put her much lower than her. She has the summer buff, though. Or not summer, whatever this outfit is. She has the bunny girl buff. So I'll put her maybe a little bit under. It feels wrong to kind of put her above MASH though, so maybe there. Maybe right there. Valid, valid. Thoughts? What is Cloudy wearing? Alright, alright. I see, I'm the only person locked into this tier list right now. Sadly, Jalter has nothing but looks. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And in this list, looks can carry you far, but it can only carry you so far. Now, alright. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much longer I can wear this, bro. I'm feeling hair in my eye. I feel the hair growing into my brain. I don't know what's... Oh, wait, this is way better. I think we just say screw the little middle hair thing. And we just keep it like this. How do you guys keep it up, though? How do you guys do this? Oh, but then my actual hair shows under it. Maybe we could pull some through. Sure, this works. I guess. Well, we'll keep it like this for now. Alright. Gotta keep this hair out of my face. It's distracting me. Next, we have Arttoria Caster. So let's remove these. Okay. Castoria. So, base Castoria, I'm not gonna lie, I already know the Ascensions, but we can go through them again. I think this is my favorite out of all of them. This one's cool. This is kind of like, you know, first day in the academy kind of vibe. And then this royal one is sick. I think it's a great progression. Maybe like these two feel a little bit backwards, but still a cool progression. Final art, I've already spoken on this final art. I think it would be so much better if the flowers weren't so blindingly bright, because it kind of feels like you just have Arttoria on a white background, which is kind of plain. It kind of like reduces the effect of the final art. So I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do really like her first ascension. So, based off of that, if you were to say Castoria was your favorite, shoot. I think just off rip, you say Castoria is your favorite, I'm thinking bottom of A tier. And this might be a little biased, just because I already know what's coming up here. I already know what's coming up, and we're about to get some serious drip. So here, we have Castoria Berserker, and oh my god. Oh my god. Did they cook with this character, bro. This is my favorite. Out of all of the Ascensions, this first Ascension is easily my favorite, appearance-wise. But, let's continue. We have this, like, Alice in Wonderland sort of vibe going on here. Looks amazing. Love it. Next, we have this, kind of a similar sort of, like, royal goddess kind of vibe that the other Castoria had. And then you have the final Ascension art. I think it's better than the last one for sure, just because there's an actual background. Outside of that, it's pretty similar. If the other one just had a better background, I think I'd put it a lot higher. But, that being said, I think it's an easy S. I think overall Castoria, easy S for me. If you say that she is your favorite character, best girl, easy S for me. Regular Castoria, A tier. But if we're counting Berserker Toria, S tier, bro. Not gonna lie, this is easily one of the coolest, just most badass designs in the game, in my opinion. Like, just look how dripped out she is. Look at how dripped out she is. There's very few characters that can match this level of drip. But we'll get there in due time. Next. Let's put this down here. Next, we have Nero. Now, I know Nero is a lot of people's fan favorites. Nero is a lot of people's favorites. So, let's dive into it. Nero Claudius. So, this is standard Nero. Wait, oh snap. We're probably not gonna see it, but doesn't Nero have like a back window or something like that? Great touch. I like this kind of, what, transparent sort of, what do you even call this bottom part? A gown, I guess? I don't know. Overall, I think it's very cool, very bold. I like it. Second stage, wow. They literally just gave her a sword. Okay, I mess with it. Stage 3, though. Whoa. You get the gold gauntlet here. You get the... What is it called? Shoot. I forget what those things are called. Laurel. She gets a laurel on her head. And she gets this, like... I don't know if that's like a pig or a boar head on her shoulder. Kind of sick. I like it. Oh, and she gets a little bit of gold down here too. Alright, and then final art. This is fire. I love this. This is such a cozy little picture here. You have her wearing all of her like super like popping regal attire, and then she's just over here, you know, cozying up next to a lion. This screams aura. I love it. But oh snap, she has 3 skins. Tumultuous Rhapsodia. What do any of you guys have this skin? I feel like I have never seen this skin before. What the heck? She's got a guitar. She's got like this plaid green and orange. Dang, that's cool. What a creative design here. Then Venus. Okay, yep. We know where she's going. We know where she's going. We know exactly where she's going. Oh my god. But we still have one more. Nice, I like it. You know what? It's simple, but it's cool. It's simple, but it's cool. Now, I feel like we don't even need to get into these two to put her up there. We don't even need to go into them. But, for the sake of this, for the sake of fairness, we will. Let's see. We'll grab this and that. So, Nero Bride. Oh, snap. Oh my god. What the heck, bro? What the heck? I guess that is how physics works. Oh my gosh. It's kind of mesmerizing in a way. And then we get... Bro! Come on, man. Come on. How can you not have her in S tier? It's impossible. It's physically impossible for me to put her anywhere below S tier. And then we didn't even get to the summer one, bro. We have standard summer. Looks cool. I like the new hairstyle. Okay, and then here's the cannons. And then I love... This is my favorite color scheme, by the way. I don't know if I've told you guys before. Red and black, favorite color scheme. So already, I'm loving this dress. It's giving me like salsa kind of vibes. Whoa. And then, dude, I love these like long flowing kind of draping dresses that she has. It looks so cool. Yeah, I mean, need I say more? Need I say more? I think we all know the answer to where she's going. I think we all know the answer. I'm sorry. I love Castoria as much as the next guy, but Nero's got it. She's got it. Alright. Next, Alterara. Now this is interesting. Now we're starting to dive into characters that I'm not super familiar with, at least when it comes to their ascensions. So, we have regular Alterara here. I think already I've got to give her points because when I saw the Solomon movie, she was the character that stood out to me the most. So, already I feel like... You know what? Screw it. We'll put her there for now, and then we'll see if she deserves to stay there. But, it feels weird having this tier list be so top-heavy, but I guess that's just a testament to how amazing these characters are in this game. We're probably going to have a lot of characters in these top 3 tiers. So, back to Alterara. First, Ascension looks great. I don't know if this is her hair or if this is like the wedding things that people put on their heads. I don't know. The headdresses, I guess. Okay. I see what they're doing here. But also, what is this? Are these just random lights? Is this like a part of her hair? I have no idea. That is a cool touch. Holy crap. This is like some Kill la Kill stuff. I love it. Just big, spiky shoulder things. Or, wait, is this coming from her butt? Or her arms? Guess we'll find out. Okay, bro. This is fire. This is fire. Good Nero and S, you made the only right decision. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Oh, and I see it does come from her forehead. She seems to have some kind of, like, headband underneath her hair. That must have been what was glowing over there. And then this sword is just so cool. So far, I got her locked in. I got her locked into A so far. But let's look at this skin. Palm Stardust. Okay. Alright. Alright. I see what we're doing here. Not going to give too many points, though. I think this is fair. A tier. Bottom of A tier. I think that's fair. Solid. Next, we have Santa. Santa Alterara. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let me just look up Santa, I guess. Here we go. Oh, Attila the Santa. Oh, I get it. Attila the Hun, Attila the Santa. Okay. Sheep. I like the sheep. Outfit looks cozy. I think the shoes or socks, whatever these are a little weird. I see what they're doing. She's obviously wearing like Christmas stockings, but I don't know. They look kind of weird and clunky. They look kind of like those red shoes. You know what I'm talking about? Those like red boots. They're like super expensive kind of luxury shoes. They're like big red boots. It looks kind of like she's wearing that. I don't know what they're called though. And then she's welfare, so these two aren't anything. And then stage 4, it's cute, it's solid, it's fair. I don't think it really gives her any, like, it doesn't give her any points, it doesn't really take away any points. I think she's just going to stay right where she is. Next, we have Atalanta. So, let's look. Atalanta. By the way, all Elizabeths are different persons and can exist in the same space, so you must rate them individually. Okay, okay. I can do that. She had a fever for the whole event. The mustache is important. What is the point in chat if you don't look at it? I try to look occasionally, but obviously we have a lot of characters to go through. So I can't spend too much time looking at chat. I can't spend too much time. Plus, this is my tier list, alright? Let's see. I feel like I haven't really missed much, though. Check out Altera by Wada Arco. What's that? Zoom in on the pic if you want to know. It's short hair. It's the veil. Oh, zoom in on Altera's pic. Do I have the other one still? Nope. Altera. So you said zoom in to see if it's actually her hair or not? I can kind of see it. It looks like the hair maybe ends about here, or yeah, maybe ends about here, and then the headdress like keeps going. It seems, from my approximation. Wada Arco is the original artist. Wada Altera is so much hotter. Wada Arco is her. Wait, why'd they get rid of the original then? If this is her original artist, why'd they get rid of him? She designed most extra related characters. It ends above the gray spikes. It ends above the gray spikes. Oh, so you're saying like right here it ends. Interesting, interesting. They didn't get rid of her? What do you mean? Well, okay. So this is the art we have right here. And then I think it was Ginchan that said to look up the Wada Arco art. So where is the Wada art, or why isn't the Wada Arco art her actual art if they're the original artist? That's basically the question I have in my head. I just assumed that maybe the original artist was removed for whatever reason, since they're not right here. Altera was supposed to come out with Extella, but that got delayed, so they got Huke for FGO, and Wada Arco did Extella designs. Okay, so they did designs for, is it the game or visual novel? And this is a different artist. Okay, so she was a character that existed before the FGO game. So you're saying the artist that made the original Altera is different from the artist that made this in-game version of her. This FGO version of her. Okay. Now I would look at the... You know what? Why not? Screw it. Sure, why not? How do I... Wada Arco Altera. Oh god, I hope there's nothing TOS here. Is it this? Right here? This is her? You know what? I do like this. I like this more intimidating, sort of like serious expression on her. I like it a lot more, actually. Here she looks just kind of like very calm. She seems like she might be a bit like soft-spoken. Here, she looks like you don't want to get on her bad side. You don't want to get on her bad side. But this is the art, right? And she's more tan. True. Bonus points. Okay, I'm guessing this is the one you guys were talking about. I like it. I like it. 100%. Looks way better than the original one for sure. You guys did not lie there. Okay. Next. Atalanta. Right? Did I spell it right? We have the altar one. Atlanta? Why isn't she here? Oh, wait. Okay, let's do Archer. Yeah. Oh, it's an E. It's an E at the end. I see. Okay, so Atalanta. Let's look at her ascensions. Already the base art is sick. I don't know, the outfit is a little strange, but I really like the hair. Let's see stage 2. Okay, much better. Much better. Stage 2, much better. Stage 3. I like it. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say I like this one more, but I really like this. This thing she has in her hair. That looks super cool. And stage 4. Okay. Overall, I think Atalanta looks cool. I think she looked better in the anime, personally. I like the style that this artist has. But, I don't know. There's a bit too much white. It's kind of like flushing out the like character art a bit, in my opinion. It's like a bit too much noise. So we have her. Base, probably not feeling it. Probably not really feeling it. But we'll see with the Alter. Now, the Alter looks sick. Oh my god, I love her Alter form. She might have one of the coolest Alters in the game, in my opinion. Such a drastic change, too. I think she looks great. Stage 2? What the... Bro, what? Dude, this is the... I know in the anime she, like, had the pelt of, like, this boar that she slayed. And now she has the whole freaking head. The whole cranium just chilling on her shoulder. The, like, the hands changed, too. Bro, this looks... Oh, my God. And then the tail! She has 2 tails now. Oh, my God, bro. Oh no, it closed. Oh, great. Great, now it's not here at all. What? Oh. It's because I still have the Archer filter on. Okay. Now, we're on stage 2. Stage 3? Like, bro. What? Nah. Atalanta Alter. This is gonna go like... I'd put it A tier. Holy crap. High A tier too. I'm talking up here. Oh my god, bro. The womb tattoo? True. I like how they threw that in there. That's the boar that the Argonauts hunted. One of their most famous tales. Yeah. I don't remember the exact tale, but I do remember that they like took down a boar, and I think it plays into her character in FGO pretty significantly. She wants kittens. Oh my god. I see what you did there. Fair, but still an S in my opinion. I think... I don't know. Again, we might switch some things around later. But right now I have her in A just because there's a lot of characters that I could imagine putting in S. And I don't think she's quite on that level yet. But we'll see. Next, we have... Uriel. Did I? Oh my god, I closed it. I don't even know how to bring it back. Let me see. Do I still look? It's not bad. And I can see a lot better. I just don't have that middle thing in my face. Okay. Servants. So now we look up. Hold on, I gotta full screen it. Now we look up... Who the heck were we on? Uriel. Boom. Archer. So, base Uriel already looks great. This, like, this card art already looks like an actual, like, artwork. Like, I could see, like, actual painting of this being up on a wall somewhere. It looks great. Stage 2. Okay, subtle change. I like how they added a little bit more black. Adds a bit more pop. Nah. Actually, I think I like this a little bit more because of this up here. I feel like the black and the white is a bit more balanced. Whereas here, it's just like all solid black, all solid white, all solid black, all solid black. And then you have these all solid white flowers. But here, the black and the white is kind of like interwoven. I think it looks a little bit better. Stage 3. Okay, looks a lot like stage 2. But now this comes up a bit and you have this kind of glowing circle around her. Looks cool. The dress also changes a bit. Stage 4. This art is... This is a mural right here. This is like, what is it called? Like a painted window? Is that what it's called? This looks sick. And then she has a skin here. Mirage. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Actual works of art right here. Alright. Alright. What the heck? How do I... Oh. There you go. So, if I were to rank Uriel, if somebody were to come up to me and say Uriel is best girl, man of culture. Fair, solid, put her there. Shoot. The more I think about it, the more I kind of want to lower her down here. I don't know. I'll put her there for now. Just because I want to put... I feel like Uriel is like in this A area. And I feel like she's like way above her. I don't know. Maybe like there for now. Next, Steno. Now I'm interested because I don't have Steno. But amazing, just like Uriel. Looks great. Whoa, okay. Now this is cool. I like how the white kind of has this like sort of paint drip sort of transition into the black. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about Steno personality wise, but I feel like I can't put her too far under. I feel like I can't. They have to be close. Like, they look so similar. The only difference between them in my mind is that I know more about Uriel, because we journeyed with her in the story. Now, we met Steno, but it was a very short encounter. Maybe here. Maybe here. Just because from what I remember of her, she doesn't have as magnetic of a personality as Uriel. But, whatever. Let's see. Steno is A tier for me, but that's just because I like to be a contrarian and spite her haters sometimes. 4-star budget difference is already showing. I wish they'd use Steno more. I wish they would too, especially because we see so much Medusa, and we had a really good showing for Uriel. Altera and B is valid. The amount of tiers is not going to be enough. What's a tier I should add then? What's like a name for a tier I should add? Because we could add more. Because I think you're right. We might need something between A and B. We might need something between A and B. I don't know. Let me get some suggestions in chat. In the meantime, we have Saber Lily. We know where she's going. Actually, sure. I mean, I guess this could be our first debate. Because I don't know. So I will make a poll. Should Medusa Lily be in FBI tier? Yes, no. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Because I feel like she should, but I don't remember exactly what she looks like under the cloak. So maybe she just has like a childish face. I don't remember. Between A and B should be I see the vision. Okay, I like that. I see the vision. Oh shoot, we have the perfect color for it too. I see the vision. And then we'll have it be like, we'll make this A. This could be S. And then this could be like triple S, I guess. There. Up. Like that. Okay. I see the vision. Who would go and I see the vision? This is Man of Culture. I think this... Ooh. From what I remember of her, I think it'd be I see the vision. I see the vision. I think this is a based pick. I'm not gonna lie. Am I wrong for thinking that Uriel is a based choice? If someone were to say Uriel? I don't know. I feel like that's a based pick. Like if you just met someone for the first time. Let's say you're at a coffee shop. You see somebody playing FGO. You're like, yo, you play FGO too? Who's your favorite character? And they're like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think Uriel's best girl. I feel like that's a based pick, bro. It's unique. It shows that they actually play the game. She looks great. Her art's great. I think this is a based pick. I think she'd go up to I think this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So we have Medusa Lily in the FBI tier. Next, regular Medusa. Let's check her out. Regular Medusa Rider. You know what? We're also going to need this Medusa. So, standard Medusa. She looks awesome. I'm not going to lie. I thought she was... Actually, no. I thought Medea was Medusa when I first saw her. Just because her eyes were covered as well. So I thought she might have, you know, turned people to stone if she looked at them. But actual Medusa, sick. Here, simple, you just take the blindfold off. Next. Okay. We're getting a little bit more dangerous here. And this is great. This is great. I love it. Not gonna lie, I was expecting less from a Fate Stay Night Final Ascension. But this one did not disappoint. And then we have reading glasses. Nice. Nice touch. So, base Medusa. I think base Medusa is already Man of Culture. Again, this list might be completely biased. Completely biased from me. But already, if somebody said Medusa is their favorite character, I'm like, you got it. You got it. That's a great one. Now, Medusa Saber. Might give her a few points. Let's see. So we see her dripped out here. She looks sick. This little dagger that she has here is dope. I love it. The purple and black. I love the glasses. The tinted glasses. Literal rose tinted glasses, bro. Fire. Next. I just realized now I've never actually seen her ascensions. Cause what the hell is this? Brother, what? What am I looking at? She looks like a... I don't know, like something out of Nier Automata. What the heck? She looks so cool. And that's only the second one. Stage 3? Oh, this is a shield. I didn't even realize. It's so like transparent or translucent. I didn't even notice it was a shield. So she has a dagger and a shield that she fights with. That's so cool, man. And I look, bro. The art leaves a little bit to be desired, you know? It's kind of, number one, she's too far away from the camera. She's too far away. And then it's kind of like empty around her. There's too much, what's the word? Gray space. There's too much kind of nothing happening. I like this little dragon head behind her. That's cool. And then I think this is the shield behind her. But all of this down here and down here, I feel like we could just crop this out and it'd look a lot better. So I'm really just ranking it based off of these ascensions, not so much the final art. And bro, I mean, come on. Come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Ooh, worthy of best girl though. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I think I'd put her here for now, maybe, potentially. I don't know, dude. No, I think I have to. I think I have to put her up here. It's a no-brainer. There's no way. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if she was anything below best girl. Just because there's like no reason not to like her. Her, number one, she's dripped out of her mind. She's amazing in the anime. She looks awesome. Like, I can't think of any cons. Just pros. So Medusa definitely triple S. Now we have Gorgon. This is interesting. Is their name actually Gorgon? It is. See what the chat thinks. Saber Medusa isn't just an alt of Rider. Yeah, I know, well, she's as much her own character as Anna and Gorgon. Really? Saber Medusa's different? Okay, we can do that then. Maybe put her there. Well, if we're separating them though, then shoot, I might just have them both right here. Together, I think they make triple S. Separately, the only problem is I don't know too much about the Saber Medusa though. I know more about Rider, but she looks a lot cooler. I think this is fair. This is fair. Maybe, you know what? For the sake of time, I'll focus more on putting characters in each tier, but the tiers won't be organized. Or they'll be, like, loosely organized. But, like, Atalanta doesn't necessarily, just because she's closer to the front, won't necessarily mean that she's better than Medusa, if that makes any sense. Just for the sake of time, because I want to try to get everybody in tiers, and then afterwards we can, like, go through it and filter it out. But let's check Gorgon. Now, already liking this first Ascension art. Never seen it, and I don't even think it was shown in the anime. I think it looks cool. She has kind of like these lizard legs going on here. The dragon tail, snake tail. The hands are cool. It matches the outfit. Dang, man. Wow. She looks great. And then here you get rid of the blindfolds, but you also add these weird, like, these, kind of reminds me of the banana peel from Heaven's Feel. I think it looks great. Oh my god, no way. No way. So you kind of have like the demonic version and then like an angelic version. That's such a cool ascension. Wow, I love that. And the white and gold looks great together too. Bro. They cooked with Gorgon. I wasn't expecting this. They cooked with Gorgon. I think she also has to go up here. She just looks incredible. Now, you guys said to rank each of the Elizabeths separately, huh? Let's do it. Let's get into it. Okay. Elizabeth. Hello? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, maybe it's, Elizabeth. There you go. With an S. Okay. What? There's more? Oh, wait. No, this one's different. And then there's her. Elizabeth. Okay. So there's 4 here. Oh, it's like Mecha Ellie, right? So let's get these 4. There you go. Mecha Ellie-chan. Okay, whew. So, first, Elizabeth Bathory. I think her design is cool. I like how she has, you have like a little girl, but she has the big horns and the long tail and the big dress. I think it's cool. Next. Oh, this looks way better. This looks way better. And you got the microphone. This really fits her personality. This fits her personality the best out of all of these. And then Final Ascension, adorable. Adorable. I love it. Each Mecha Ellie is their own person too? Really? What the heck? I can't wait until we get into that. So, Elizabeth Bathory, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. I like Elizabeth as a character, but when it comes to the conversation of waifus, if somebody were to say Elizabeth is their favorite waifu, I'd be like, I'm not really feeling it, bro. She's cute, but it's like, you know, it's not that crazy. She looks a little awkward too, in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but her design is a little awkward. Maybe it's the big eyes. I don't know. But I'm not really feeling it. It's just me, though. Just me. Next, Halloween. This is a welfare one, too, right? So we have this one here. Okay, I like it. Nothing wrong with a good Halloween skin. Now the Final Ascension. It's okay. It's okay. Honestly, not too crazy. Not really feeling it. Ooh. Well, this is... Shoot. I don't know. It feels kind of wrong to rank this one individually. You guys, I'll ask one more time. You guys really think I should rank these individually? Because I feel like this one doesn't really have a lot to go off of. It literally just feels like Elizabeth, but in a Santa hat. Or in a Halloween, like, witch hat. It's not really anything crazy. I'm honestly going to put it down here in boring. If this one's your favorite, boring. Now, this one's a little bit cooler. This one I really like because it gives me like Dragon Quest vibes. So I really like it. You got the slimes, the bats in the background. You got the giant shield, the sword, the like bikini warrior. I think it looks great. Honestly, this one, best one so far. Just like off of looks alone, I'd probably go, I could see the vision. If you're like a Dragon Quest fan, she like scratches that itch, you know? I mess with it. I don't know what it is that makes me like this one so much more than the other ones, but it fits. It looks awesome. The DQ reference is neat, but God, Brave Ellie is very inspired by Ghost and Goblins games. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. Ellie is A through S tier. I don't know. To me, she just doesn't scream waifu. This one doesn't really scream waifu to me. This one's kind of boring. It's just her, but in a Halloween outfit. I think it's boring. If someone were to come up to me and say this is their favorite character, that's kind of boring. Now, if someone said this is their favorite character, I'd be like, you know what? I can see where you're coming from. Cinderella Liz on top. That's honestly, that was my impression going into this. But let's look at the Mecha Ellies now. Let's see what they have to offer. So, regular Mecha Ellie. Obviously, I think this is like Mecha Godzilla inspired. Oh, this is a welfare too. Okay, that's cool. Not too crazy though. It's kind of hard to see what's happening. It looks like oh, this is her dress and this is her leg. What the heck is this, a wheel? Please tell me, wait, is this a wheel? Cuz this might make her like 10 times cooler. If this is a wheel down here, bro. Does she just like turn into a vehicle? Wait, I just came back. Why is Saber Liz above the regular one? Because she's dripped out of her mind. Hello? But again, I probably said this while you were gone. Going forward, when I'm ranking characters, it's only going to be by tiers. So it's not necessarily ordered. Just because she's ahead of her doesn't necessarily mean that she's better for now. We'll sort that out later, but for now, the tiers is most important, not the orders in each tier. No, it's her tail. Oh, that's less cool. That's less cool. She's like shooting her arm out. Mecha Ellie. If somebody came up to me and said Mecha Ellie was their favorite character, I'd say valid, because I think it's funny. I think it's a funny design. It's a cool design. I like the reference behind it. So I'd say valid. Now, Mark II. I have high expectations. Oh no. Oh, it's the same. Honestly, I kind of mess with the all chrome though. I think I like it more than the pink and the chrome. I like it a little bit more, but not enough to really place her higher. So, both of them would be valid. Pick your poison. Why is Saber Elizabeth above Lancer? Because she looks awesome. Hello? Look at this. And as a dragon, number one, hold on. Well, you know what? Her Final Ascension was pretty good too. But I like her Final Ascension more. Her base outfit I think is cooler. As a Dragon Quest fan, I'm definitely biased here, but I think she looks great. She looks like she could be in a crossover. Like in a Dragon Quest crossover DLC or something. I think she looks awesome. Simple as that. And now for the last one. Elizabeth Bathory Cinderella. Good God. This character is so incredibly well designed. Like, bro. Just like... the horns too? Bro. Now if someone said that this was their favorite character... Man of culture. That's an easy man of culture for me. Easy man of culture. Doesn't get more simple than that. So that's where I rank all of the Ellies. Thoughts? Peak Liz. Instant S. Reference to S and K Athena, I know. Let's see. Mechagodzilla's cool. Personality-wise, MK2 is better. Yeah, apparently you guys said that these two are very much their own, like, unique characters. So maybe if I knew more about each of them, I'd have one higher than the other. But right now, I can only go off of looks, and that's where I have them. Where's the 9 Dragon Ellie? Let's see. Are you talking about... Where is she? This one. This one, I'm not gonna lie, adorable. But you know where she's going. We all know where she's going. Where is she? Right here. We all know where she's going. Wee woo. We need a soundboard. We need an FBI soundboard. Somebody jot that down. Now, next we have Boudica. Let's see what Boudica's got in store. Already, very good first impression. Already very good first impression, I must say. Oh, you know what? 2 doesn't change much, but I do like the earrings. I feel like the earrings is a nice touch. It kind of fills out her outfit a bit more. Stage. Oh my god, I've never seen this before, bro. How have I... Bro, this just got so much cooler. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy what long hair can do to a character. That looks amazing. Bro. I love this. Holy crap. For me, Boudica, I see the vision. I see the vision. I'd put her there. A is solid. Her long hair is pretty great. It's amazing. It is amazing. Now, I think I already know where I'm going to put them, but let's grab both of them. Ushiwakamaru. Ushiwakamaru. Here's base Ushiwaka fire design. And then changes a little bit with stage 2. Feels definitely more samurai-ish than the first one. Maybe it's this, like, I don't even know what you call it, like a pauldron or something? I have no idea. This, even cooler. And then, final art, solid. Fine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Almost missed it. Yeah, I mean, I already know where she's going. Yo! Hold on. Yo! Ushiwaka, just such a cool character, man. Can we all agree? Ushiwaka's a great character. Now we have Summer Ushiwaka. I like the hair. I think the hairstyle is really unique, and it really shows just how incredibly freaking long her hair is. Holy crap. Stage 2. Whoa! We get different styles? Don't tell me we get another. Okay. Alright. Alright. This looks amazing. And then the final art. Dude. Ushiwaka. What a cool character. I love Ushiwaka. I'd put her... This is 100% my bias showing. This is 100% my bias showing. I love Ushiwaka, bro. Design-wise, she's so cool. Her abilities are so badass. She has an amazing personality in the anime. She is just the kind of character where, like, you want to be her best friend. You know? As soon as you meet her, you want to be best friends with her. Putting her triple S. You can't stop me. You cannot stop me. Now, we have Ushiwaka's other form. I forget what it's called. What happens if we put no? Alright, too vague. Is it Tengu? I forget what her name is. It's something... I don't know. Nope, not Minamoto no Raiko. Tyra no Kagekyo. Let's try just Tyra. Okay, here you go. Tyra no Kagekyo. Interesting. Base outfit, I think it's interesting. Not gonna lie. If I were to see this without having ever seen regular Ushiwaka, I think that she's kind of just like a... I don't know. She kind of reminds me of like the Anbu Black Ops from Naruto. Like she'd be a part of this elite assassin organization, but not really have much to her character outside of being an assassin. That's how I'd think of her if I saw her like first impression. Now this is way cooler. Way cooler, bro. Stage 2? Oh my god. Now the giant sort of like bow here is, it looks a little clunky, but again, favorite color scheme. Black and red looks amazing with this like kind of gold here. I love the blindfold. Like, ah man. This is leagues better than the first one for me. And then stage 3. Whoa, I've never seen this one actually. I've seen these two, but I've never seen this one. This looks cool. I don't like it as much as this one, but I mess with it. And then stage 4. Now that's... Bro, the pose with the double swords and she's like reaching over to grab both of them. This is sick. Overall, if somebody said that Tyra was their best girl, I see the vision. I see the vision. You know, she's pretty dang cool. So I see the vision. Next. Let's see what you guys think. The body is adult Ushi. Yeah, I feel like you can definitely see the... You can definitely see the difference between them with this ascension here. Like, if you look at her face, she looks a lot more, like, stern and kind of mature. But yeah. Fair. Technically, Tyra is male, too. Yeah, there's some characters... So, all of these characters in here, or 99% of them, are female. And then there were a bunch of characters that were gender unknown. Tyra was a gender unknown, so they would be down here, but I moved them up here just because they have a connection to Ushiwaka, and I kind of have the characters organized by the person that they are, even if there's different forms. Like, another good example is right here with Okita Soji. All of these three are female, and this one is gender unknown for some reason. So I just moved it up here so it could be next to the other altar. But, next, we have Marie Antoinette. Okay. There's an altar? Is this in the game? Marie Antoinette altar? Or no? Let me know, because I don't think I have them in my list. Alright, so Marie Antoinette, base outfit, I think it's cute. I think it's solid. Stage 2 doesn't really change too much. Honestly, I like it more, though. It fits the big poofy sort of crown she has. The white is pretty dope. I just wish, because here the black and white looks great, but then it's like white and gray. I think maybe if they took the gray and made it black, I'd like it a lot more. And then this one's cool. Overall, I think she's okay. Oh, but we have this summer form to check out. I think base Marie Antoinette, I'd put her valid. But let's see. With summer Marie Antoinette, I think it's cute. Not a big fan of the, like, kind of random sort of ocean ornaments here. Okay, 2 looks way better, though. 2 looks way better, though. I really like it. Stage 3! Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, wow, her eyes change, too. They get a little brighter, I guess. And then stage 4. Solid. Solid. Overall, I don't think it was enough to make me raise her much, though. I think she's still going to be valid. I really like her as a character. In the actual... You know what? I think I have to give her points for that. Because she was very entertaining to have along in the anime. But... waifu material, though? I can understand someone really liking Marie Antoinette. But waifu material? I don't think I can put it much higher than valid. Or respectable. But... I see the vision would be like, I can see where you're coming from, and from a waifu sort of discussion, I can't really see where someone would be coming from. But that's just me. That's just me. Next, we have Martha. Now we have 3 different Marthas here. But they're all Martha, right? Like, is there any distinction? Should I rank these 2 separately, or should I just rank Martha and then take these 2 into account when rating her? Because, let me see real quick. One of Marie's Alter Ascension designs is basically already known in NA from the board game Apocalypse Fate. Marie Alter comes in the next few months. Okay, next year, 2026. Got you, got you. Marie is that childhood friend kind of vibe. Exactly, I feel that. They're the same as far as I'm aware. Santa's different, though. Really? Are Dioscuri on the list? Yes, but no. Because, for me, when I look at Dioscuri, I see them as, like, you know, a male and female counterpart, so I just have the female one here. There is the male one down there, but I just grabbed the female one for here, and then I have the male one in the husbandos. Santa Martha is a younger version. Okay, so I should rank... Oh, well, hold on. Debate time. Or not debate time, but I guess poll time. Is... Martha Santa in FBI tier? Let's see. Because you say younger. How much younger we talking here? Gotta be careful in these streets. She's not that much younger. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the general consensus is. Okay, so let's grab the Marthas here. So, regular Martha. I actually really like the base Ascension already. Second one, not too much changes. I like the chainmail though, holy. 3, now we're cooking. We're like progressively cooking here. I think she looks great in this image, but what the hell is this down here? Why is its face so scrunched up like that? I don't know. That just kind of threw me off. Oh, is this dead? Is she like sitting on top of it after killing it? Overall, Martha, she's pretty cute, dude. She's pretty cute. Oh my god. Summer Martha. Summer Martha. Oh my gosh. I did not know. Oh my gosh. I did not know that I needed Summer Martha in my life. Definitely. I see the vision. I see the vision. For sure. Great. And then you said Santa Martha here. Cute. Cute. She's got the ladle. Can she cook with this final ascension? Okay, this is adorable. Alright, looks like the majority said no. The majority said no. So we can actually rate her. Now, where would I put her? If somebody said that Santa Martha is their favorite waifu, honestly, respectable. I'd put her respectable / valid. For sure. I think this is a valid choice. A part of me kind of wants to say see the vision. I see the vision, but there's like a notable gap between them in my opinion. Oh, but you know what? Do we do this? Because I'm not going to lie, Martha looks great. All of her ascensions look great. Especially the summer one, bro. Oh my god. Like, look at this. She just looks so chill. She's just a chill gal. And then, bro, I think I might have to go with this. Because I can see the vision. She's kind of like, you know, wholesome. Somebody mentioned that Marie Antoinette was like the childhood friend. With her, I really feel that vibe. Like, wholesome childhood friend comes over for Christmas and, you know, makes you a home-cooked meal. You know? Just super wholesome vibes. So I can see the vision, you know? This is like actually like when we talk about the literal sense, like literal sort of waifu material. You know, she seems like she'd be an amazing wife to have. But can she really hang up here with these guys? I think she can. I think she can. This Martha, though, a part of me wants to say I see the vision. You know what? Yeah. I see the vision. I see the vision. Someone could sit me down and reason me. Does that make any sense? They could give an argument, or I could imagine there being an argument for having her in A that I could agree with. So I'll put her there. I'll put her there. Next, Medusa Lily. We know where she's going. Anyone that's got Lily in their name, you know where they're going. But now we have to talk about the baddie in the room. We have to. Medea. So, first ascension. A lot of concealment, you know, very mysterious, very ominous. Stage 2, though. There you go. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful character here. But this is only the stage 2. I don't even remember what her stage 3 looks like. Okay. A lot less ominous, a lot less creepy. I like it. And then stage 4. Oh man, this is gonna be so biased. This is gonna be so biased. Just because, if you guys know, while I was watching through Fate Stay Night and I learned about Medea, I looked into her lore. I read so much about her as a character. I watched one of the plays of her, the tragedy of Medea. I think that's what it was called, something like that. Her lore is so incredibly amazing. She deserved better. I'd put Man of Culture. If somebody said Medea was their favorite waifu, I'd put Man of Culture. Less so off of looks, because she does look great. But this is 100% because of her as a character, bro. 100%. Lore and how they translated it into the Fate is incredible. I'd put her S tier, but I 100,000,000% understand if you guys don't agree, because she's maybe not as attractive as these people up here, but strictly because of her story and how cool and badass of a character she is and how tragic her story is, she's easily one of my most liked characters in the series. Put her where you must. Her aunt is SSS, indeed. Cersei is better. That's why Medea's S. Oh, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Next, we have Jeanne K. Jeanne K. Now, her lore is really cool. I really like her lore. I really like her art style. I said this when we first saw her in Orleans. I really like her art style. I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks so cool. Not really feeling... I feel like the flower is a bit too big. If it wasn't as big, I think I'd like it more. Okay, this is cool. You get the knife here. You get the mask. I still don't like the big flower, but it works here. This looks sick. This looks sick. Overall, if somebody said that Jeanne K is best girl, I'd say valid. I'd say valid. I really like her, but you know, her ascensions, her outfits, they're kind of a little clunky. I don't know. I feel like they could have done her a bit more justice. Plus, there's not really too much of a progression either. Maybe it's the curse of being a year one unit, but yeah. Overall, I'd put her in valid. I think she's valid. Next, I know a lot of you guys like her, but I forgot her name. What was it? No. What was it again? I don't know. Is it right here? I don't remember her name. Matahari. Matahari. That's her name. So for Matahari, I think she looks adorable. She is incredibly cute, dude. Even in this first ascension. Second ascension, okay, I see what you're doing here. You're not sneaky. I see what you're doing here. Third ascension. Not bad. I think I like this one the most. I think I like it more than the third ascension. And then this final art is cute. I really like it. Martha, I see the vision for sure. I see the vision. I see the vision. Nothing more needs to be said than that. She's a whole vibe. Now, this is going to be interesting. Carmela. This is going to be interesting. So, regular Carmela looks incredible, dude. I freaking love this sort of gothic, vampiric sort of aesthetic that she has. The, like, what's it called? The, like, masquerade mask. The yellow, intimidating sort of like snake eyes she's got going on here. I think it looks great. That's only the first ascension. Second ascension. Whoa. Is this supposed to be... I think it's metal. Okay, I was about to say, is this like metal or bone? But I think it's metal. Holy crap. Holy! Let's take a closer look. Dang, just look at all this metal, all these chains, all these cages, these thorns. Dang. Now, not gonna lie, I think she looks cooler with the mask. But, final ascension, oh my god. Oh my god, no way, bro. No way, this is amazing. This is amazing. Holy crap. Base Carmela alone. Base Carmela alone might have to be Man of Culture. Base Carmela alone might have to be Man of Culture. And that's not even getting into Summer Carmela. You got the dogs here. The guard dogs. You got this little pistol, this little flare gun. Personally, not really feeling the dress and the big hat. Maybe it's the color. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Oh my god, bro. We're only stage 2. We're only stage 2. And already, this is one of the coolest designs in the game. We're only stage 2. And you got the robot dogs. I feel like I have to take them into account. I gotta add the robot dogs. But she looks sick. And then stage 3. Bro. Who are we kidding here? Who are we kidding here? This has to be, bro. I can't... I mean... I think she clears all of these down here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think she truly does. Because of Summer Carmela, bro. Like, what are we even doing? Nah. That's staying up here. Now, that being said, this is just strictly based off of looks. If we're talking about her personality and her character, that might bump her down to Man of Culture. Not to say that it's, you know, bad per se, but I'm just personally not a huge fan of Carmela, at least from what I've seen of her. Not a huge fan of, you know, her personality and stuff. I think her lore is really interesting and really cool. So with all that taken into account, I think S. But if we're going strictly based off of looks, triple S. But we must understand, when deciding who is the perfect waifu, both of these things must be taken into account. There needs to be a balance between looks and personality, alright? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, young one. We must not forget our objective here. You haven't played her event? I haven't played a lot of people's events. That's why there's going to be some characters coming up that I can only rank based off of looks. But next, we have Kiyohime. Now, I'll give her a shot. But I don't know. I'm not hopeful. We'll see. We'll see if I change my mind. Not super hopeful. So, I think it's okay. Okay. Stage 1's okay. Stage 2. It's okay. Now, Stage 3, though. Hold on. Stage 3 is kind of sick. Stage 3 is kind of nuts. I don't know. And then, you know what? I do like the giant snake. That is really cool. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Overall, this is the coolest for sure. of the three. I think base Kiyohime, if somebody were to say that Kiyohime's best girl, right now, I don't think there's enough evidence for me to really put her too high. I'd say not feeling it right now. Not feeling it right now. But we do have some additional evidence here. Let's see. Summer Kiyohime. I like the color scheme. The white, black, and yellow. I think it looks really nice. Stage 2. Cute. It's okay. A lot of colors. Like a lot of kind of random colors. Like this yellow bow. And these little red flowers and the bow tie. I don't know. It feels like too many colors, in a sense, that don't really complement each other too well. And then I think this would be better if the swimsuit was maybe black or red. But blue kind of just throws off the whole gold and black and flames going on around it. Overall, this didn't really do too much. The Ascension's nice, though. Ascension's nice. But overall, didn't really do too much. I think I'm going to keep Kiyohime right where she is. And cue chat outrage. Kiyohime barely clears FBI. FBI. Wow, really? If Santa Martha's not FBI, Kiyohime isn't either. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Off of, because I feel like there's some characters where it's pretty obvious, but at face value, I don't know. It didn't seem immediately obvious to me. But I guess we'll keep her here for now because I'm not feeling it anyways, you know? So regardless, doesn't really matter. I guess we could do a poll. I'll move on to the next character, and I'll do this poll, and whatever you guys say, I'll put her in that tier. Let's see. Poll is up. Okay. Cloudy Kiyohime is 12 years old, FYI, while Arttoria Lily is 14 years old. Honestly, bro, when it comes to the ages, I mean, well, let's look and see. We have Kiyohime here. Oh, great. Altria. Oh, you know what? That is fair. I really just put her down there because she has Lily in her name, but honestly, she doesn't look as young as I thought she'd be. I'm still keeping her down there, but yeah, I could see she definitely does look a little bit older than Kiyohime. Let's see. 70% of people saying no, though. 70% of people saying no. So I guess we'll keep her right where she is. Alright, put her there. Now, this should be fun. I'm excited for this. It's time to get to the Tamamos. Tamamo Cat, Tamamo Caster, Tamamo Lancer. Those are the three. So, and I'm pretty sure all of these are different, right? It's not like one of these is a summer version of the other. Let's see. If Santa Martha clears FBI, then Kiyohime does too. Yeah, I could see that. Tamamo Caster and Lancer are the same. Tamamo Cat is different. Okay. So I was going to rank all of them differently, but let's see. Lancer is summer. Okay, so Lancer will count towards this one then. So, Tamamo Cat. Let's start with them. Already first ascension looks amazing. I love the big, dumb, goofy paws. I think it looks great. I love the big dumb smile. She's just a whole vibe, bro. She's having a good time. Next. Now this, I think, is a maid outfit done right. I think that is a maid outfit done right. For sure. Looks great. Next. Okay. A little concerned, but still good. Okay. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're cooking here. Yep. This is pretty good. According to my analysis. I must concur. Okay. Yeah, this is... Okay. Yep. And then what? Tamamo cat. Oh, this is like a diner. Oh, she's got the roller skates. Wait, this is sick. Holy crap. Tamamo cat, dude. Very, very good first impression. I'd say man of culture. I think that's a solid man of culture for obvious reasons. But also because her personality is great too. In the game. So S for sure. Next, I see some people agree. Pizza waitress outfit. B, she's fun, but I don't see her as a waifu. Really? The Tamamos are A-tier waifus. You cannot go wrong. Madness enhancement going into effect. That's the knives. That's funny. A. I see a lot of people agreeing with A. But the thing is, for me, it's more than I see the vision. I feel like whenever I think of I see the vision, it's kind of like, you know, if I tilt my head, if I really think about it, then I can see where you're coming from. If I put some logic into it, I can see where you're coming from. But with Tamamo Cat, I feel like it's obvious. I think it's obvious why somebody might say that she's waifu material. So I'd put her in S. I think she's comfortable in S. So next we have Tamamo no Mai. I like the design. Pretty standard design though. Nothing too crazy. Stage 2, she gets a mirror and another tail. Interesting. Stage 3 is pretty cool. Long, giant, flowing robe / dress. Definitely getting some kind of like geisha vibes here. Wow. This is great. I really like this final art just because it kind of tells a story. Just by looking at it. This kind of tells a story to you. This is beautiful. And now we have the summer version we have to take into account. Cute. Inner tube. The giant t-shirt. I like it. Wow. Interesting. Definitely jotting this down. Adding this to my notes. I see. Stage 3. Wow. The umbrella's open now. And now, final ascension. Cute. Overall, taking both of these into account, I feel like they're pretty dang close in my mind. They're pretty dang close. I put them both in Man of Culture. Honestly. And both of them are definitely deserving of it. I feel like I don't need to see the vision, although I feel a bit stronger towards this one than I do this one. Oh shoot. Let me give it one more look through. One more look through. The problem is, I don't know. I really like the final ascension, but I don't really care too much about the ascension progression here. And then with the summer one, it's nice. But I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I see the vision. You know? The more I think about it, the more I see the vision. and it's not so much man of culture. Now, granted, I know she is a beloved character because of the game that she's in, and I have not played the game, so I don't have any of that context. This is just strictly based off of looks. A tier for me. Locking it in. Now, this should be fun. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. Let's see. Let's grab all of them. Why not? So, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, standard Joan of Arc. I really like her base outfit, but it's kind of standard. Actually, I like this cloak. This cloak is really cool. But it's kind of... It's a lot like Arttoria's when it comes to the concept. Style-wise, they're obviously different. But they're both supposed to be like kind of armored female knights. I like this one a lot more because you can see the hair. You can see this on her, which is cool. And yeah, wow, I like this even more than with the cloak. Stage 3. Whoa, the white though. The white though, that looks so good. Final Ascension, and then a skin as well. Okay. Okay. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. Now, personality-wise, I think she fits a category where I'd put a lot of characters in anime where they're just kind of too nice to the point where it gets a little boring. You know? A little boring. So, but looks-wise, I think she's cool. I think, overall, Joan of Arc, if somebody told me that Joan of Arc was their favorite waifu, I think she's like on a very thin line between these two. Shoot. Well, hold on. Because I'll put her here for now, but we have a little bit more evidence. This looks incredible as well, by the way. But we have the summer one, which looks great. Holy crap. Her hair is so long. Was it always that long? Whoa! Wait! Wait, what? Wait, I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's no question. Bro, oh my god, this looks so cool. It can't just be me, right? There's no way. I think regular Joan of Arc would be B. If I take the summer into account, then I can see the vision. That's like an asterisk. She's in A tier with an asterisk. If you add the summer, then I can see the vision. Without the summer, I can't see the vision. But I respect it. So that's where I have her. Now, I think I already know where this one's going. I think I already know where this one's going. We have Jalter. Black and white. So sick. I love the sort of like magenta red kind of. Next, not too much, just took off the cloak. Stage 3. Oh man, the hair. The hair, bro. Holy. Oh, and this thing changes too. That's cool. Oh man. You can't look at me like that. You can't do this to me. Shinjuku 1999. Oh yeah, I love this one. This one's so cool. This one is so cool. I love this fit. But oh man. If somebody came up to me and said Jalter is best girl, man of culture. Easily. Easily man of culture. Jalter is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. And one of my most wanted, like, spooks in the entire game is Avenger Jalter. Next, we have Summer Jalter, which I already know. I use her all the time. I already know she's fantastic. No question about it. Putting her, well, noted this, taking it into account. And then Jalter Lily. Okay, alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You can go there. You can go here. With both taken into account. No, I think even without both being taken into account. Like I said, she's one of my favorite characters in the entire game. I have to put her in triple S. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. She's definitely best girl material. For sure. Lock it in. Lock it in. Jalter's limited? No. Wait, really? She's not spooking you. Oh, what? No way. She's not spooking me. I guess one day we'll be together. Next, this is Orion, right? I don't even remember. I think that's Orion. Right? It is. But we're taking Artemis into account here. So that's the main focus. It's Artemis. Not this little guy. Her right here. So, I did not know this was what the full art looked like. This is really cool. I like the white transitioning into red. Also, this is a little creepy. I always thought that this part was a little creepy. The, like, blood. It looks kind of like a cracked eggshell, but, like, you know, there was a living baby chick inside, and you just smash the egg. Like, ah, man, it kind of puts a weird image in my head. Okay, bigger bow. Goofier Orion. This is, oh my god! That is so fire. Literally. It's literally fire. And the shoes, too? Yo. Yeah. What the? What are we doing here? What the heck? This isn't the cake I ordered. What the heck are we doing here, bro? Freaking Orion jump scare. Oh man, if somebody said Artemis was best girl, I think it's pretty based. I think it's pretty based. I don't need to see the vision. I think it's obvious why somebody might say that. But what? Orion fan service. Oh man. They tried to gooner bait with her so hard. They really did. Oh man. That hurt my face. Alright, Drake, just off of first impressions. Already have her here. But let's look and see. Everybody has to get their fair shake. Drake here. So, already looks great. Even the first ascension. I have to go. I hope Meltrillis is S tier minimum. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see when we get there. But I appreciate you stopping by the stream, Akihara. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Also, thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate them. Artemis is such a nothing burger. And then you said Drake triple S tier. This looks amazing. Like, this already looks cool. This is like her when she's like done steering the ship. She has her like lackey steering the ship, and she just goes back to the captain's deck and just kind of chills. This is when she's out steering and out you know, riding the waves, I guess. That's cool. The eyes light up here. I feel like this is a bit much. Kind of takes away from the kind of badass sort of aesthetic that she has, and kind of adds a little bit too much on top of it. This looks cool though. Look at, oh my god, bro. Her whole hand is iced out. Screw a iced out wrist. Her whole hand is iced out. Bro, Drake is just, again, another one of my favorite characters in the series. I wouldn't be mad at that, bro. I wouldn't be mad at Best Girl material. I feel like she deserves more. Where's her summer skin? Where are her alternate skins? She deserves more. And I'll leave it at that. But Triple S, Best Girl material for sure. For a lot of the same reasons that Jalter's up here, she just doesn't have as much love as Jalter, which sucks. Next, we have these two. Now, these two I'm very confused about. What are their names? Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed. I don't know. I'm a little concerned coming into this, because I do remember what they look like, and I remember kind of being a bit unimpressed. But they are year one servants, so, you know. Stage 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. This is a pretty cool glow up. I like how the hat, wow. A hat really does so much for the whole outfit. Without the hat, it looks okay, but with the hat, it just like climbs. I really like it. And then you have her down here, who has this like bunny girl sort of aesthetic going on, which is unexpected. Yeah, wow, what a huge leap from this to this. It's kind of crazy. Wow. Was not expecting this final art here. Holy crap. I feel like I have to rank them together. They do have them individually, but I feel like I might as well just rank them together. All together, I can see the vision. I can see the vision. It's mostly her with the blonde hair. I can see the vision. She is just, I don't know. She doesn't really add or take away points for me. She's just kind of there in my eyes. It's really just her that's like carrying them into the I see the vision tier. But let's see what their summer versions have. Okay, much better. Much better. And that's only the first ascension. Second one's good. Whoa! Huge switch up here in the pose and everything. And stage 4, wholesome. Just chilling in the beach. Sunset in the background. So since they're the same character, this is just gonna be taken into consideration when ranking them. I still think there's not enough for me to really put them above I See the Vision. I See the Vision, you know, I think it'd be a cool choice. I'd put them A tier. Yuri Pirates, not Pirates though. That's where it's at. Yuri Pirates. Alright, yep, you're right, we're here. Okita Soji. I feel like she's a fan favorite for a lot of people. Let's grab all of them. One. Oh no. Wait, which is the original? I think Saber might be the original. And then you have Assassin. And you have Alter. And then Saber Alter. Okay. Let's see. Okita Soji. Pretty standard, solid, cute. I like this way more. I like this fit way, way, way more. Stage 3. Even cooler. The background. I mean, not too much changed, but the background just makes it a lot more dramatic, a lot cooler. I like it. And then stage 4, okay. Alright. Alright. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think we know where she's going. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Yep, we know where she's going. That's a easy man of culture right there. But let's see the summer version. See if it adds anything. This already looks great. Fantastic. No complaints. Whoa, that's cool. I like the hair change too. Wow. Cute. Cute. Okay, okay. Really? These two. I mean, I don't think it's gonna... She's already S tier. So this isn't really enough for me to raise her much higher. But this is fantastic. Her summer skin's fantastic. But I'll keep her an S. Keep her an S. Next, Saber Alter. Or Okita Saber Alter. No, Okita Alter. Original design, pretty cool. A bit too much fire. I wish we could see more of the outfit. Next, yo. This is cool. The long hair really does something. Especially because her hair is super long. Next. Okay, so this is kind of like a more clear version of the other one. Oh, and her hair is kind of in a ponytail now. Yo, this looks sick. What the heck? Final Ascension? Okay, the angle's cool, but nothing really going on here. I like the little sakura, the cherry blossom petals, and the moonlight. And then a Rengoku altar. Whoa. That, I'm not gonna lie, the all black eyes are kind of creepy. They're a little creepy. Okay. Next! You have the summer skin with the little chibi here. So this looks great. I like the orange and black. That's a unique little color pattern that you don't always see. This one, I like it. You get to see more of the... Whoa, you still have the sleeves. Oh, so she has kind of like a... What do you call it? Like a robe? But it's like back. That's cool. Stage 3. I don't know how to feel about this one. From what I remember, I think it looks a lot better in the game. But here it looks a little strange because you have the swimsuit in the middle, but then you have this long, kind of bulky, flowing robe on the outside. You have armor on the legs and on the, you know, waist, and then you have this giant shield. The hair is cool, but I don't know. This doesn't really fit this, so it kind of throws me off a bit. Okay, this is amazing. And she's adorable. But this is amazing. Overall, Okita Alter. If somebody told me Okita Alter was their favorite, I'd say the summer really does it for me. Without the summer skin, I'd put her in I See the Vision. But the wholesome summer vibes we got there were really cool. Oh, Rengoku's the kid. Wait, what? Okay, so that's some lore I'll have to learn here. A for me. It's tough. The summer is really carrying it for me. So I'll keep it S. No, I'll keep it S. I'll keep it S. Okay, next. We have Skahawk / Scotty, starting with base. Boom, 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 boom. I'm guessing we'll rank these differently. So we'll rank Scotty and Skahawk separately. Already, love this design. So fire. It's all black, so it seems kind of plain, but it's pretty cool. It's like a kind of an assassin ninja vibe going on here. And then this is without the mask. Oh, and the colors shift a bit. Stage 3. Whoa, now this is cool. Because she not only gets another spear, but now she really fits her title. Isn't she like the goddess of death or something like that? The goddess of the underworld? I definitely feel that with this black headdress here. And then the final ascension art, fantastic. Wow. Wow. I love the hair here. This is great. And then piercing bunny. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. Holy crap. Skahawk. Base. I think already base has to go there. That's not even getting into the summer one, which looks fantastic. Yep. And now I'm 100% sure about my decision. Yep. We're keeping her there. Next, Scotty. The bunny costume is top tier. It actually is, unironically. Next, we have Scotty. First stage, second stage. Wow, I like second stage more than the first one, actually. Mostly because of this, like, bow back here. Stage 3, I like the white. That's actually super cool. And the ponytail. Final Ascension. Great. Oh, wow. And you have, like, the runes here, too. Overall, pretty cool. Overall, pretty cool. Let's look at the other one before we rank her. Okay. Yep. Yep. Now this one, not too crazy about. I don't know if it's the angle or what, but I don't know. We just get so flashy, so extravagant, and then we just go back to simple here. Which, I'm a simple man, but this is a little too simple. And this is like a zoomed out version of this. Dang, I think this would look so much better if it had like one of these, or this outfit. If she was wearing the stage 3 outfit, then I think this would look a lot better. But overall, I mean, this is insane, classy, and cute. She's got it all. So Scotty is going in Man of Culture as well. Gotta put them there. They didn't make 4 friggin' versions of this character for nothing. Also S. I kept her in that simple version always. What? The full art costume is so sick? I don't know, man. The full art costume's not bad, but it's kind of simple compared to stage 3 and stage 2. Like, I don't know. It's, to me, it feels like it should have been this as first ascension. And then second ascension, third ascension. That feels like the progression in my mind. So it's kind of weird to go from this to this to this and then back down to this. Not to say, not back down as in it's worse, but back down as in, you know, you're taking all the flashy elements and kind of minimalizing her design again. Next, Nursery Rhyme. I think I know where she's going. But let's actually look at Nursery Rhyme instead of this freaking floating book. I don't know where to put a book. But I'm pretty sure she's a kid, isn't she? Oh, man. Is it hot in here? Or is it just this wig? Oh, it's taking a bit to load. Maybe it's the FBI cutting my internet. Put the book in FBI. A book? She goes to the library. Do we need a library tier now? Gosh, I don't know why this isn't working. We'll just put her there. We know where she's going. Next. Jack the Ripper. Alright, looks like the game's not cooperating with me today. Airplanes are stealing your internet. Maybe. They're stealing my bandwidth. You know what? Screw it. We'll go to the fandom and we'll use this instead. I hope they have all the servants like organized. Is there just like a huge list of servants I could go through? Because that's the big reason. There we go. List by ID. Okay, perfect, perfect. We can do this too. Oh, shoot. But I can't like search it though. Oh, and they don't have the full list. Man. Let's see. Shoot. That sucks. I guess we gotta go here and look it up. Okay, Jack the Ripper. So... oh, we can see their stages and their sprites. That's cool. So we have Jack the Ripper here. Stage 1. Standard. Oh, hold on. Before we do this, I must ask. I have to ask. Because it's the question I'm sure many of us are wondering. Control F. I was thinking of using Control F, but the problem is it doesn't have all the servants here. It only has the first 100. And then I'd have to figure out what their ID is and then go there. Don't even look at her stage. Yeah, that's why I had to stop myself. I was like, whoa. Hold on. Let's consult the council before we do anything rash. So it looks like most people agree. Alright, we'll keep it there then. We'll keep it right there where it's supposed to be. Now, I don't even need to. Like, come on now. I don't even need to look at anything. But I will. We have Mordred. And Mordred Rider. So for Mordred, we have her with the helmet, the full armor. Oh wow, that's weird. Why do they have her like offset to the side? With most characters, they like have them centered. This is her without the helmet. Okay, oh my god. Like I said, favorite color scheme. And this outfit's fire. Final Ascension, cool. A little bit blurry. Like it's not contrast. The exposure's a bit too high. But I like it. I wish there was more contrast. Darker backgrounds. And then these bright sort of like sparks would like pop more. Costume 1. Bro. Costume from the anime. And then the glasses. Come on. Need I say more? Saw it coming? Yep. You darn right. And then we have the summer skin. Stage 1. Fire. Whoa, the tan. Hold on. I wasn't expecting that. Stage 3. Okay. So stage 3 is like stage 1, but she has a little like purple jacket. Honestly, I like how much the purple like pops with the red next to it. I really like that. And then surfing. I mean, tan Mordred. What more could you ask for? Come on now. Who are we kidding here? That's probably the easiest top tier of my life. Next, we have Fran. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. Because I loved Fran in the anime. So we have stage 1 here for Fran, which is obviously, you know, the Bride of Frankenstein. And then here's her with the giant mace thing. Okay. I can't tell what this is. Oh, okay. So, like, it's unlocked. The ear things, they're, like, unlocked. And everything's electrified. Aww. Come on. Look at that face. Look at that face. Let me, full screen it so you guys can see it a bit better. But, I mean, come on. Look at that smile. How can you not? Like, she's literally waifu material. She's wearing a wedding dress. She's got the bouquet of these pink roses. Come on now. Next. Next. Okay. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay. Next, we have Summer Frankenstein. Oh, I can just click this to like full screen it and then I can move over. I love this aesthetic. I love how they took Frankenstein, made all of her like mechanical parts like even more adorable, and then they like gave her this like, I don't know, it's kind of like a mummy wrap sort of thing going on here, which is cool. I really like the hair too. Next. Okay, you could just like see more of the swimsuit now. Move over again. Now we're really getting mummy mode. And then, bro, come on now. This solidifies it. This solidifies it. Fran, you already know where she's going. You already know. Already know where she's going. Honestly, maybe? You know what? If somebody came up to me and said that Fran was their favorite character, I think she has best girl material. If we really sit down and think about it, if we're really truly being honest with ourselves, I think she has best girl material. For sure. Man of Culture is like obvious. So I could see people putting her S tier. I couldn't see anyone putting her below S tier. Is there anyone in the chat that has her below S tier right now? Anyone at all that has her below S tier? Any lunatics in chat? But I think I'd put her here. Best daughter material. Perfect. Perfect. In that case, that's an easy triple S. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Because it's kind of like, I was thinking of adding like a protect tier. Like, you know, this girl must be protected. I think Fran would fit there perfectly. But I don't know, like, if I think about it, if I were to imagine a future where Fran went on to live with her master from Apocrypha, and they were to, like, get married, I feel like that would be, like, an incredibly wholesome relationship. Like, I'd love that. I think that would be great. Yep, A. You put her in agent? Cornelius, you too? Wow. Protect here would have been good. Too late now. Well, the FBI tier was originally going to be the protect tier. So I think she would fit it in name, but she wouldn't really fit next to these characters, so. Next, we have a Mysterious Heroine X. Mysterious Heroine X, and then we have XX, and then we have X Alter, and then what? No, this isn't in the game, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Or it's not in NA. And then there's Mysterious Idol X. Put that there. Okay. Mysterious Heroine X. Cool. Chill vibe going on here. Okay, not too much changed. Whoa, okay, now we're getting freaky. We're getting like tech, bionic, android sort of territory. It's kind of cool though. Overall, I think she's pretty cool. I mess with it. And she has a costume. Okay, this is really cool. I don't know what it is about these white and black outfits, but they always hit. She's hilarious. Is Cloudy using a Chloe wig? Not exactly. Not exactly. It's supposed to be an Astolfo wig. Maybe if I move that around, you can see it a bit better. I don't know. Well, it looks more accurate when I have the middle hair thing, but it kept getting in my face, so I moved it to the side. All right. I will put her in... I see the vision. I can see the vision. Next, we have this robot. Now, I don't know if the robot is her in like a mech suit, but I'm gonna rank it separately because it's a robot. So this is the first stage. Pretty cool. Looks like a Gundam. Oh, it is her in a mech suit. I feel like I should still rank it separately because this is like different enough of a design. Holy crap. And then here, it's just her chilling. Wait, is this a summer? Don't tell me this is a summer skin. It has to be. What the heck, bro? So they just made her a mech for the summer. That is amazing. A whole freaking mech. Overall, yeah. I mean, great. I'd put her right next to, well... You know what? Since it is essentially her at the end of the day, I'll just count them both towards this one, which will still be I See the Vision. Yep. Okay. Next, we have Alter. Now, I have the idol one, not this one. So let's see what she's got. This is stage 1. Stage 2. Looks pretty cool. Stage 3! Oh my god! That is cool as hell. That is cool as hell, bro. The eyes, the lightning, the lightsaber. Nah. Bro, what? This is too cool to put anywhere below Man of Culture. Too cool to put anywhere below that. Way too cool. Dang, man. And my guess is that the regular mysterious heroine is maybe supposed to be... I don't know. Are they both Star Wars themed? I guess not. I guess it's just that one. And then we have the idol one. Stages 1 through 3. Final stage. Pretty cool. But I'm going to count them both towards this one. And this one's already an S tier, so this one doesn't really add much to it for me. It's cool, though. Legally distinct lightsabers, yeah. Okay, these both are the same character, right? I think her name is like Brynhild or something. Brynhilder. And then Brynhilder Berserker. Okay. So, Regular Brynhilder. Stage 1. Already. Wow. Dude. I love these, like... What the heck? Her, like... sleeves are, like, almost insect-like. It looks kind of cool. And then you have these here. The legs. This spear. Dang. Wow. Stage 1 is already very, very impressive. Stage 2? What's the difference? What? Wait, it's... Oh, okay. I guess they add a bit more. Okay, not too much. Oh my god, bro. The first thing in my head that I'm thinking is I want this in Monster Hunter. I want this armor in Monster Hunter. Mainly like the shoulder, the hands, and the legs. I want that in Monster Hunter. Holy crap. Oh wow, this art is really good too. Just brings it all together, fits the vibe perfectly. Oh my gosh. Brynhilder. I'd say Man of Culture. Man of Culture. Brynhilder, Man of Culture. It's not too hard to see why people might like her. Bryn Sigurd is oddly wholesome. I love their relationship, they're adorable together. Bryn Berserker is just her in a swimsuit. Okay. Oh, okay, then she can count toward... Oh, well. Oh, well. When I put her in... Every time I put someone in Man of Culture, I'm a little bit apprehensive. Because it's like... A part of me feels like there should be a tier in between, but we have enough tiers as it is. We already have a lot. So, next, we have her summer skin. Wow, I love the hair and this sword. Good God. This sword is insane. And the glasses? But the hair. She has it all. Oh my, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about Brynhilder. But at this rate, she's gonna be triple S. At this rate... What? It's a chainsaw? What? This is a chainsaw sword. Oh my god. Oh, the hand here, bro. Brynhilder didn't have a costume, did she? Okay. I'm like super tempted to put her up here. She's like everything that I want in a woman. She's everything that I want. The only thing that she doesn't have is the personality that I'm looking for. But then again, I don't know her personality much. But if she had like a Mordred vibe, Barghest vibe, something in that territory, I'd put her up here. But then again, I don't know much about her, so... God, man. Holy cook. Holy cook. No. No. She's got to. She's got to. Chainsaw? Man. Chainsaw? Man. Alright. Holy crap. Next we have Shiki. Let's go. I love Shiki. Whoa. That's some JP stuff. Okay. So, regular Shiki. Oh, is this the welfare one that we get? So this is her in her regular drip? And then Final Ascension. Wow, I was not expecting this Final Ascension. Oh, I remember this. I remember this scene. Well, I don't know if she was wearing this. But I'm pretty sure I remember a scene where she like went to a food court or something with the MC and she like got this to eat, didn't she? Or maybe I'm just yapping. I haven't seen the series in a very long time, but that was unexpected, but welcome. Unexpected, but welcome. And then we have Saber Shiki. Holy crap. What? 3 costumes. So, regular Shiki. I like the white, but I'm not really a big fan of the red and the blue together. Wow. Much better. Wow. I like this a lot more. Okay. Again, the red and the blue kind of doesn't fit, but everything else, insane. She looks like a freaking goddess here. And then the final art's okay. Next, costume 1, bunny ears. Bunny. Oh, so it's just all of them with bunny ears. Okay. I mean, this is my favorite one. This one is so... Look, Shiki. She's so cute, dude. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I love this. I never would have expected this, like, cutesy pink side of her, dude. Never would have expected her to wear this. Okay. I guess this Shiki would go first. This one is... I'd say man of culture. I'd say man of culture, because if you went out of your way to choose Shiki as your best girl in FGO, then you gotta be a man of culture. Number 1, you gotta know what she's capable of. You gotta know that she's really like that she's got hands, that she's cool as hell. Her ability is insane. But on top of that, I think one thing I really like about Shiki is how, like, at face value, she has a very simple... she has a very simple appearance. Like, all black eyes, short black hair, very simple appearance. But the outfit, the, like, pose, the demeanor, the weapon, it kind of makes her stand out a lot more than you'd think. Like, look at this, dude. I love it. Shiki, man of culture tier. Count Saber and Assassin separately. Separately? I think I'd still put them both in S tier. Well, hold on. Yep. 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 That's all that needs to be said. And this one's good too. This one's really good too. Both of them man of culture. If you even know who the heck Shiki is, you're a man of culture. So if they're your best girl, then yeah, you're definitely man of culture. Shiki is so cool, I agree. I just realized Ushi is at the top. I kneel. Cultured Crow. We need to make that an emote. Cultured Crow. And you know what? The emote is going to be the Discord emote. This one. It's going to be this emote. I'll bring it over to YouTube and we'll call it Cultured Crow. Okay. Next, Florence Nightingale. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, just Nightingale. Okay. So, regular Nightingale. Now, she is a year 1 servant, but we love Nightingale around these parts. Oh my god, I forgot about this, dude. The bandage over the eye just puts it on another level, man. And then the full art, bruh, come on. We love Nightingale around these parts. And then Santa Nightingale with the freaking minigun. Holy. Oh my good God, why has no one ever told me about this? Why has no one ever told me about this? I think it's fair to say, man of culture. Man of culture. Cause, like, bro, I love this. I love this. I love everything about Nightingale. What's not to like? What's not to like? And then this, bro. Bro. Me next. That's all I can say. Me next. You never asked? True. You're right. I did never ask. But holy crap, dude. That's... yeah, easy man of culture. If you pick her as your best girl, bravo. Bravo. Very impressed. Very impressed. One of the hottest FAs in the game, and it's not even summer. True, it's Santa. I feel like all the Santa full arts are like kind of on the goofier side, or like for her it was like on the wholesome side. But with her, they did not care. They went all out, dude. Oh my god. What she said to Alter was vile. I agree. I agree. She cooked that man. Cooked him to a crisp. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. I think we're about, what, a quarter into it? A quarter into the waifus? Oh, but I forgot about these down here. But, we're at about the time where we will be wrapping up today's live stream. But don't worry, we will be coming back to this tier list, but I'll do it as a separate stream. So we're still going to have our usual Tuesday, Friday streams going forward so that we can keep progressing with Babylonia. But I'll have an extra stream that I'll announce beforehand. Maybe on like a Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, who knows. I'll announce it beforehand, and then we will continue with this tier list. So we'll have our normal 2 streams a week, and then we'll have an additional stream where we finish off this tier list. Sound good? Everybody cool with that? This tier list is so long, I love it. That's great to hear. I'm glad. Because I really wanted to go all out with this. Now that I've like seen a majority of these characters and gotten to like play them, now I feel like I'm ready to rank the waifus. Sounds good. Nasu's favorite servant not incoming. Oh yeah, Maeve. Yep, she'll be the first one next time. Man. Alright, so that, like I said, will be the end of the stream. Let's get some outro music going. Where is it? Right here. Appreciate all of you guys stopping by the way. I didn't know how this stream was gonna do. But I did want to kind of, you know, have some fun with episode 69. I gotta take this freaking wig off. I'll let you guys see. Hair reveal as well. Got the freaking lunch lady's hair net, bro. Oh my god. I got the lunch lady's hair net right here. Oh my god, this looks awful. Alright, thanks for stopping by the stream, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all on Friday for some more Babylonia. But with that, I'm going to head out. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Umu!